Selena's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out. Riddler, what do you know?
I don't know nothing! This won't take long!
Riddler, tell me what you know.
All right, I'll talk. Just don't hurt me.
Good.
Psychological experiment? Like we're all just pawns in somebody's twisted game? No? Yeah, me neither.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them and then
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
Well, hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
Bloodhaven.
Can you get up there?
The ceiling? Easy.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls? If it doesn't have walls? Stuck, you two? When the answer strikes you, it'll be like a cartoon light bulb flashing above your head. No, Dark Knight, you're way off the mark. The mark.
know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist.
Twist.
Nearly there, Selena.
Done on this side.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations. And now your reward. Robot.
Smash it! Why, thank you.
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it.
Seriously, Eddie, how much longer is this going to take?
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we...
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot. But he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the...
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
You seen it? Bat's got all kinds of bling on that car, man.
right, we're done. Done? Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course, a symbol of your failure. To attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, detective. My masterpiece. My enigma resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive.
I can't leave the car now. The clock's ticking.
Dark Knight, your Tudoberg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, detective. Drive faster. Drive headlong into defeat. Behold your doom. What? Impossible! That cannot be! You just fall into your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here. I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now. Controlling mechanisms. You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Do you even know what a racing line is? Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. Feel that, detective? It's called humiliation. Come back to the start of the course and I'll serve up some more. can drive at the same time, Dark Knight. Drive. Dark Knight, you're not sailing properly. At least try and head the correct way. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Detective, you stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. You did it. You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there. And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam.
To take my
Final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate, but I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Memory, Detective, because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me! Edward Nygma, the Riddler! And the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, Detective. A bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck. I think maybe I sniff that gas. Hard to tell with all this messed up crap going on.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear this. And
How have you been?
all look bad.
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
So how's Robin?
Robin's fine.
Is he allowed out unchaperoned yet? Or does Daddy still keep a This is it. One last hoop to jump through, then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Meet the Riddle Square. A puzzle which draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid 15th century torture devices.
If Eddie wanted us to play a game of life-sized chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea.
Riddle me this. How can you play my game when you've already been barred?
Play my game.
Perhaps you're looking at this conundrum the wrong way.
Wrong way.
You can't go through it, children. And no, you cannot tunnel under it either.
Not tunnel under it either.
Can you find a way in?
Oh, good. Just want us to go in. Guess I'll be heading home then, Eddie?
There'll be a way in.
Congratulations. Now let's cut to the best part.
Selena, watch out! Get ready!
Damn him. How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah, beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings. You will not win this!
figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
Done. Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself.
You can leave anytime.
I knew that. I just like dodging the saw blade.
Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself. Would you do the honors? You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, handsome, what are we waiting for? So is it just Central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selina.
And it's such a tragedy. You go save the day, and I'll make sure Bruce Wayne locked his doors.
Good luck with that.
You fraud! You chanceless, bumbling amateur! Look what you have reduced me to, Batman! If you cannot simply bow down when confronted with your obvious superior, then I will stoop to your pathetic pugilistic level and make you! I deserve to perfectly defend myself against your violent excesses. So please understand, Dark Knight, that this is an intellectual duty above all. Now color me triumphant. Nope, try again. You shall be ashes!
Try and keep up.
Which color do you prefer? Wrong!
Ready?
Thank you, Batman, for teaching me the effectiveness of violence tonight.
Such a gentleman.
You think me outwitted? Prepare to be outbeaten! This is the end! My apotheosis! Enough! This is beneath me. You are beneath me. You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege. Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl. I've been cooped up all night, handsome. We're leaving. Why bother? Let's leave him and hit the town. Ah, fresh air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How shall we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selina. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.